Hello Sagittarius, this is going to be your lunar eclipse reading, your lunar eclipse reading I should say. Okay, that's going to be taking place probably tomorrow by the time you see this video. I'm running behind on these, but I wanted to get them up. You know, they'll still be relevant throughout the year, so it's not like they're only going to be like good for one day just on that eclipse. This is talking about what cycle the eclipse is going to be bringing you through this cycle, okay? So, let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius for this eclipse cycle. Alright. 3 of Pentacles. Alright, so some of you could be looking for a new job or financial stability. Like some of you could be having a financial goal, specifically this lunar eclipse cycle. Okay, some of you are dealing with a third-party situation where you're dealing with someone else maybe, and also the person you're dealing with is also dealing with someone else. Okay, it's like a group third party, quad party, whatever the hell. Okay, whatever. We have basically, I'm seeing some people who need to be with other people, but they're with someone else that they're not supposed to be with right now. Again, I don't even know if that makes sense, but whatever, okay? So it's like you may be in a relationship that you don't necessarily want to be with, and there's someone else that you would rather be with, right? And the person that you're in this relationship with, they feel the same way about someone else, but they're still with you, okay? So, with that being said, this could be learning how to deal with this situation could be your goal for this eclipse cycle for some of you out there. And I would feel like sorting that out. Like, that just can't go on forever. Like, eventually someone's going to have to figure out how to get to where they really want to be, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands in the past, so this could be another fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This could be your energy. Some of you, if it's a financial goal, it may be traveling towards a new job. Some of you have maybe moved to find new work or new opportunities. You have the 8 of Wands in the future, so that's good. So things are definitely taking off for you financially if that's what you're looking for, especially if you're doing like your own business. Okay, but I will say, I think, who else was I just talking to this about? I think it was, I don't know who I was just talking to this about, what sign, but financial goals through partnership, through group goals are very good. Where 3 are gathered, okay, that type of energy, God is there, basically saying you can really manifest things when you have 3 people involved in a situation. It may be more people, it may like just be a job, going to a new job, but if you're trying to pick up like business energy, there are people around you at this time most likely who have similar goals to you, or if they don't have necessarily similar goals, you could utilize their expertise and their skills to come together and make something really great right now, okay? So financially, things look really poppin', especially if you're willing to work with others to do that, okay? Which normally, Sagittarius, you guys don't have a problem with that, okay? There may be opportunities headed your way through other people who are working with other people, okay? So I'm seeing like a really big joining a new team that's kind of poppin', all right? Also, if you're not joining a team of some sort, you may just be getting recognition for your work. This could come in the form of promotion or a raise, or just you're like popping at work. People are noticing you. People are noticing your work. This also could be creative work. Okay, this could be things that you do on the side. All right. I wanted to talk about both because I do see financial goals here. Okay, especially if you're trying to move things forward. Okay, like maybe something you've already started, something you've already had an idea about. This is like the opportunity to move. Now, for some of you, you may have to travel for this opportunity. It may not be where you are, okay? All right, so for the lover situation, I feel as though with the 8 of Wands in the future, someone may make a decision to abruptly leave that situation in one way or the other. So there may be a choice made between 2 lovers. And it seems to be pretty quick, almost like a tower. 9 of Pentacles, yeah, so someone's going to make a quick decision to be single. Because someone, well, the 9 of Pentacles is kind of looking reversed, so I feel like that could happen, but someone also is like holding back. They want to be single, but they're not going forward. Or maybe if you were doing that in the past, Sagittarius, like bullshitting on becoming single because, you know, you're like, I guess I shouldn't say that because people are going to get mad, but they're like, I wasn't bullshitting. Well, you were having feelings. You were being nostalgic. Look, I have a Capricorn moon. That's why I have a very, and a Leo Mercury. That's why I have a very say it like it is type of personality. Some people love it, some people don't, but whatever. The point is, I would say that to myself, though. I'm not saying something I wouldn't say to myself, because if I was bullshitting on something, I'd be like, yeah, you were bullshitting. So basically, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse could mean that in the past, you were hesitant to leave a situation for whatever reason. For some of you, it could be nostalgia, or you just really, really like someone. Okay, maybe you really, really liked them at some point, and then you found out they wasn't all that. Okay, yeah. So, but I think that's gonna end though. Eventually, you're going to be like deuces. It's gonna be pretty abruptly for some of you out there. It's going to happen really fast because it wasn't happening before. I think this is something that for some of you, it's been like a 7-month thing. You already kind of knew for 7 months, maybe even longer. Some of y'all been with somebody for 3 years or longer than 3 years. In 3 of those years, you've been knowing you ain't really been messing with them like that. Fool card at the bottom of the deck. So, for some of you, though, I will say that a partner that you're waiting on to become single may decide to do that soon as well, pretty abruptly. So that may bring an opportunity for you to move forward. But I would really steer clear of any third-party situations, meaning if you are dealing with someone you're not really into and you have someone else you'd rather be with, whether you're married or not, I would just go and be with that other person because it's kind of like past due with this quad third-party, I'm just in it for the children, I'm just here because whatever, that type of energy, because it's blocking you in some ways. I especially feel maybe financially or creatively, we'll put it that way. Sexually, creative energy is sexual energy. So maybe, I would say your goal is satisfaction. Okay, the satisfaction of the Jupiterian sense, because you are ruled by Jupiter, right? So Jupiter likes to do it big, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, level up. Expansion. All right, expansion cannot come from staying stuck in the same place or not wanting to move out of the same place you've been or staying stagnant and complacent. Okay, so you know, you guys already know this. You're not here for the spiritual lesson, you're here to get read, but that's kind of what's going on here. But work looks popping. If this is for you coming through for work, popping, especially if you're into like creative work. Like work that isn't necessarily ordinary to. Alright, let's see what we got here. Discovery, popping. Okay. Your root chakra getting all strong and stuff. Let me find out, Sag. Alright, so it might be bittersweet, okay, leaving the past behind or leaving this relationship. Okay, especially if there's children involved. You may be worried about how the children feel, but I feel like through this discovery phase, through this enlightenment, through this new realignment of your root chakra and what you believe in, what you stand on, your foundation, your security, especially financially, you're sexually figuring out what you want, because some of y'all ain't been pleased in a while sexually. All that's going to start spinning right for you. You will start to understand that the more that this is strong, the better that the children in your lives will benefit from that. Because when you're all over the place, it definitely shows. Okay, so you're thinking about, well, how will this affect the children? It may, I'm not saying that they're not going to be affected for it temporarily while things are changing. But I feel in the long run, you will be more enlightened and more empowered, which will then help you be a better parent, aunt, sister, brother, sibling, I mean, whatever, cousin, okay? You guys are maybe worried about what people may think as well. This is not the channel to be worried about what, I don't even do none of that over here, so I can't talk to you about that, right? Not in the fact where I won't do certain things because people think away. Like, I might get triggered if someone says something stupid, but, like, I'm not going to not live my life a certain way because someone has a problem with it. That's just, I don't know. It's not my stilo. 3, 2. And, you know, it could be a bad thing that I don't, but I don't know. I don't know. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Carl Jung. And I think this, and I keep saying that this dude is some type of spiritualist, and I keep saying, trying to remind myself to research him, because I've heard this name before, either in astrology or in some type of like spiritual sense, but I don't know where I've heard that before. But anyway, this is a pretty great affirmation to help you move forward. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Especially if you're having some insecurities from like childhood or just traumas, or just the past. You know what I mean? The past, the things that happened in the past that maybe didn't go the right way, that you're still negatively holding on to, that may be holding you back from getting this recognition and this coin. Okay, so that's going to be your reading, Sagittarius. I think this is really, really positive. It is a fire sign eclipse, so it doesn't, you know, surprise me that you're going to be experiencing positive changes from it. I do have an Aries candle right there, so it's only because I don't have any Sagittarius candles made. You guys like bought them all up. Not bought them all up, I'm just saying the ones I had made. So that's why I have Aries there, which I think is, you know, it's not too far off from Sag. You guys are a fire sign, so I think this fire sign eclipse is definitely going to propel the fire signs into a more spiritual role and a more abundant role. Okay, I know for me as a Leo, last year's eclipse propelled me into a whole nother dimension in a sense. So I kind of get that vibe for you, but it definitely is talking about your security, standing on your square, knowing what it is that you want, being really in touch with that. And some of y'all need to have some really good sex. I'm going to end it on that because some of y'all root chakras is all blocked up, and I'm not talking about that sacral chakra shit. I'm talking about just like sexual satisfaction, like actually feeling satisfied in that area. That's a creative block for some of you. Okay, not everybody's going to understand it or resonate with it, I understand, but just put that out there. Okay, so I will see you for the next reading, Sag. Bye.